What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the first ever Jared and Andrew barbecue late night live show. What is going on, people of YouTube land? Jared, why don't you say hi and introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Jared with Frack Daddy Barbecue. This is my brother Andrew. We have been working on this for at least a few months now. And what better way to debut this than Christmas with Andrew smashing the 10K,
Woo!
guys. Woo!
Oh
So
yeah, that's awesome. But you know what? Hold on. Let's spruce up this. Our live a little bit. Let's get in some. Oh, there we go. Let's get in some. Let's get in some banner swag here.
There you go.
I love it. Well, hey guys, thank you for joining the live tonight. I'm actually going to be keeping it short. One, because it's Christmas and Merry Christmas to you guys. We are going to be picking the winner tonight. I basically have a YouTube random comment picker, and I can't believe it. It was like over 300 comments were left to enter this giveaway. So I'm excited. Whoever wins this giveaway is, they're just going to be, blessed out of their mind. But I don't know, not as blessed as me right now, seeing as it's Christmas and our channel hit the big 10K. I honestly want to say thank you to you guys. Before we hop into that, I do want to thank Jared because he turned me on to a company, or actually a brand called Eagle Rare, and this is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So I thought, tonight, let's do a little celebrating. I don't know if this is actually any good. So, Jared, is Jared
when we go live next time, brother, I'll have me some of that. I wasn't able to get any, but
it is all good to me. This is I'm just excited, man. I'm excited. So I'm just gonna pour a little. Let me get a sniff of this. Woo! Oh man,
guys, for y'all that are in here, please smash that thumbs up, hit the like, share this feed out with everyone, and let everyone know that y'all should join Grill Sergeant. If you guys enjoy, if you just love freedom, barbecuing, anything that has to do, just come hang out with us.
That is right. And Jared, that is smooth, man. Yep. Woo!
I told you, man, that stuff is great.
Now, the ironic thing is, about 2 weeks ago, I found it at the grocery store, and I wasn't sure if it was the right one. I mean, they had, good Lord, maybe like 15 bottles. So snap a photo of it, send it to Jared. Jared's like, yep, that's it. I go back, completely sold out. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, no, that did not just happen. And luckily, there is a store right down the street from me, and I was like, please have it. And they actually did have it. So yeah, I was kind of worried, but look at that. We got all these beautiful people popping in right now. Thank you all for coming in. Without further ado, I say let's get into to picking this winner, and then we'll do a little chat.
That's right.
Chat and hey guys, let's get this started. So let me see if I can actually configure this to where I'm going to. Let's see. I'm still learning this whole thing. So I think let's take this off and then let's add this. So here is basically the contest that y'all entered.
That guy's a handsome devil.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, and there is I found a website called Random Comment Picker, which is pretty cool. So if you ever wanted to do a giveaway on your channel and you say, oh, hey, put a hashtag down or leave a comment, this website found allows you to, take care of that. So basically here where it says enter your YouTube video, I'm going to paste that there. Then I'm going to filter duplicate users, basically saying that if someone had commented that comment twice, it doesn't count them as 2 entries. I'm going to filter comments based on a specific test. And Jared, what was that comment?
The Sarge is in charge.
Sarge is in charge. And Jared's my spell checker because, already this whiskey's like, oh, man. I'm only kidding.
Hey, just so you guys know, I'm drunk off a brisket, man.
Oh,
I
man.
am.
You got the meat sweats right now?
Yeah, I do have meat sweats, brother.
Okay, so from here, you basically click on get YouTube comments, and that's actually going to go through and then count how many specific entries. And look at this, the amount of unique commenters that commented saying, hey, the Sarge is in charge is 316.
Man, that's
Dude, that's almost
there's 316 people who pay attention to what you say.
Yeah, but it also means John 3:16. What up?
Whoa.
Come on, baby. All right, so here, let's get, oh my gosh, we are flooded with advertisements here. Okay, all right, whatever. You know what? Stop seeing this ad. Let's see if we can get rid of it. Okay, it looks like we can't get rid of that ad. Whatever. So all I have to do is basically hit this start button. It's gonna basically go through, it's gonna go through that 316 list really fast. It's gonna pick a winner. So whoever it is. Hey, Jared, how many people do we actually have in the chat right now? I doubt that they'd actually be in the chat right now, but who knows? Does it say on your end how many eyeballs you can see? Dude, I'm actually seeing from the StreamYard side, it's saying 37. Woo!
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So
hey,
guys,
before you do that,
all right.
You want to refresh people's memory what they'll win?
That's a great idea. So whoever, this one person out of 316, they're going to get the Pit Boss tabletop pellet grill smoker. It's basically a grill that sits on table. You can load it up with 7 pounds of pellets, and you can cook anything on it. And you want to smoke stuff on it, you want to sear stuff on it, you want to grill, it does it all. And so I have one. It's awesome. I was like, you know what? I want to buy a winter one. So you're going to be getting that. Then Pit Boss has teamed up and they said, hey, you send us that winner's information. We're going to be sending them pellets. We're going to be sending, what do they say? Butcher paper and spices. And then you're going to get some Grill Sergeant swag from the merch store. Woo! That's what I'm saying. Ooh, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Are you guys ready? I think we're all ready.
Let's make someone's Christmas just a little bit more better.
Say what now?
I said, let's make somebody's Christmas just a little bit more better.
Right. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. They think, that's right. You know what? I'm gifted out. So here we go. Jared, you want to count us down from 3?
3, 2, 1.
And here we go. Here we go. And all right. Equitas for Veritas is the winner. Congratulations. And if you can, in the comment section, there is my email, and basically shoot me an email. Let's get in touch. And congratulations. Right on. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do a screen cap right now.
I think kind of within all fairness there, Andrew.
Yo.
What do you say if they don't get a hold of you within a week? Pick another winner?
I'd say so. I'd say, we'll give about a week. If I don't hear, and again, I'm going to be, I'm going to go to their channel and basically, I'm going to do my due diligence. But what do they say? The show's over till it, like if I can't get a hold of said person,
it's not over till the fat lady sings.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So again, congratulations. Email is in the description. Reach out. I'm going to see if I can find you. Let's close this window down and let me remove that. So
we actually have quite a bit of people in here. We have Uncle Steve. We have Josh and Babe are in here. Chris from Eastwind Farms.
Woo-woo.
Castle Hives. Sent 1000. Mad Sexy. Man. And you got Barefoot Adventures. So you got quite a bit of people in here tonight, man.
Oh, dude. Congratulations. And dude, I honestly, for the people that are in here right now, all of you, seriously, Merry Christmas. Again, 2000, we could all agree 2020, kind of sucked, but you know what? I have high hopes. I'm the type of person who looks on everything with the bright side. Jared, not so much. I'm only kidding.
No, I mean,
we're going to go into we're going to go into 2021, with just, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm pumped. Jared, are you pumped?
Dude,
Are you pumped full of brisket? Which one is it?
I'm pumped full of brisket and baked beans, bro.
Chris from Eastman Farm says he's Jewish. Well, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom alaikum.
He says he's Jewish and he's a liar.
So, but
dude, Dave Williams, what's going on, brother? Welcome, man. And that's the thing. So see what Mad Sexy says? He's like, 2020 has been great for me. You know what? I would say that too. I mean, obviously in light of everything that, there's been some really crappy moments. I do always try to look at like the best that, came about in 2020. So I can only speak for, a personal experience. So definitely, thankfully I haven't been affected as much. I know that's not the case with a lot of people, but, I am thankful. That's what I'm trying to say. So right now, ooh, look at that. We got even from Texas. Chuck, what part of Texas are you from? Because you know what? Jared's from Texas too. So represent. Do you have like a Texas like gang sign? Like I'm from LA, so you could like throw up like a West Side and people would like, oh, okay, yeah, I know where you're from. But in Texas, do they have like hey, what's up?
Nah, not that I know of. So
you got Kevin from Comparison Cooking. What is up, brother? Welcome, man. Welcome.
Uncle Steve from Texas too. So
see, there you go, dude. We got all these, Hey, Steve, you might be seeing a flood of orders coming in. The last video I did was a pulled pork, and man, you wouldn't believe the comments. Hey, they're like, where's this link to said rub? That pork butt looked amazing. So Steve, I definitely feel that a bunch of people are going to be heading your way. So show them some of that Grill Sergeant love.
You got Joe Noon, who's from Illinois. So
I'd say so. Hey, honestly, anything's better than California. Josh would agree with me.
Yeah, I'll agree with you too, man.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell Grill Sergeant, when's he going to buy a house here in Texas?
Vacation home, possibly. Hey, looking by next year, this channel will probably be at 100K. Hey, and I'll be having my, I'll find out where Steve lives and I'll get a vacation home right in between. So I can be like, hey, Jared, what's up? Hey, Steve.
So, heck yeah, man. You're more than welcome.
Word.
I feel like you just have too much freedom to be in California, man.
I know, man. Dude, I feel like all the people in charge here are like, please just get out of here.
Be like, we're done with you. Get out.
Yeah, you love freedom too much. You ain't gonna find that here.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So, guys, if you have any questions, put at Crack Daddy Barbecue, and I will relay that to the man in charge, Andrew, Grill Sergeant. So.
Right on. And I want to say thank you to Joe Nunn. He said he shared the feed out, and then there's 2,000 people in his chat. That is awesome, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Is Hobo in here?
Yes, Hobo Nickel is in here.
Dude, I heard he had like a fall or something. I hope he's okay.
I heard he something about a rib or something.
Are we talking about like smoked ribs or?
Nah, I think inside
like the Marilyn Manson take out the rib kind.
Yeah, pretty much. We got Steven and Jacqueline in here. We got Tom's Food Factory. So.
But you know what? Okay, Chris, this sweater it can take it up one step. Watch, hold on. I'm going to show you really quick. So see this little camouflage thing right here? Watch, hold on a second. What up, dude?
Dude,
right?
That's
come on.
That's pretty awesome, Andrew.
Right. I mean, come on now. Enough said. I mean, if you could basically just enjoy, the Christmas spirit around you, and then you also, I wouldn't recommend carrying around a full bottle of whiskey, but hey,
all you need to do is put a straw in there, bro.
There you go. A little straw, or link it up to one of those like hat things, and like it can like swirl all around.
There you go.
Is that right? I'm telling you, Kevin. That he. Whoa. Chris, let's keep it PC, okay, man? Good Lord. It's Christmas, man.
You gotta watch out for him, man.
I know, man. There are kids in this live stream, and I'm mainly talking about myself, but come on now.
So
anywho.
So did your kids have a good Christmas, Andrew?
I would say they did, Jared. I would say they did. We got them. Let's see. The older one, we bought the Oculus Quest, and it's one of those like VR headsets. And I have a feeling that now that he's asleep, I'm pretty much going to throw that thing on. And I mean, that thing, I tried it out for a little bit today, and it is so crazy. I mean, see, when we grew up, we were born in the same year. We were born in '83.
Yeah.
So we're in that age of like, we were born kind of before video games. And then when, home video games became popular.
The very first Nintendo.
Exactly. The Nintendos, the Marios and stuff like that. When home gaming got started. But to see it, like, you put on this headset now and you're literally fully immersed. And at first, the technology, I've tried on VR stuff maybe a few years ago, and the resolution was so crappy. And even still, because you're in it and it's immersive, the technology was wild. But now you're looking through, like, I don't know, the resolution was either like HD or 4K, and you're looking around and you're like, oh my, I mean, I was probably higher than that. Someone says that you can do, you can stream like 8K YouTube 360 videos, which actually brings me to an idea, Jared. I want to do, just because the technology's there now, a 360 video where you could literally put on these goggles and you'll be inside the video as you're cooking a steak on a grill. I'm just like, dude, that would be wild, crazy, man. Anyway, dude, probably, you know what's funny? I feel like people are like, okay, enough of the tech talk, boring. But anyway,
I actually have a friend who's doing making a movie right now.
Yeah.
And he purchased equipment where he can do everything in 8K.
Man.
Yeah, like, I mean, he was telling me that he dropped, some serious bucks for the cameras that can go all the way up to 8K. So
that's insane. And what's funny is, like, now it's like 8K is going to be the new norm, and already I've seen some cameras coming out with 12 and 16K. It's like, oh my gosh. Like, I thought it was cool. Like, I just started this year recording in 4K, and I was like, this is insane. Like, why would, and then you get used to it. But so Gayamoto says, he's looking into a pellet grill. It's pretty much, go out there, do your research. Me personally, I'm a fan of Pit Boss. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing Brian from Castle Hive saying, get a Ret Tech. But pretty much, do your research out there. I've had the how long have you had your Daniel Boone for?
I've had that almost going on 4 years, and I've not had a single issue with it.
See, that's a beautiful thing right there. I've had which one is it? This one behind me.
Right.
I've had for a year now. No hiccups, no issues.
And I think really it just all depends sometimes on, we all have to remember everything's human made. There's going to be human error. And so I think it's just like what you said, Andrew, go out, do your research, whatever you feel like is going to fit you best, or what you feel like will fit you and your family the best. I would say go with that.
Word.
Like, one of the biggest things my buddy told me is this kind of has to go back to a gun, not a smoker, but he's like, don't just get something because I have it. Get something because it fits your needs and you're comfortable with it. So, I would say just kind of do something like that. Word.
What did Chris say? Let's say Grill Sergeant, sorry, was getting up laser engraver on the record for, I don't know. These comments are flying by so fast right now. I'm going to go back and check them all out. But
Mad Sexy asked if we remembered playing Duck Hunt.
Heck yeah! But check out his comment. He's saying that he was playing A2 and he remembers that he pulled on it and he pulled the system off the TV stand. But it's crazy. Like now everything's wireless.
It is.
So like not only is it wireless, like what's crazy about the VR is you could literally set like a boundary. Like you can draw like say a rug in the middle of your room where you can't knock anything over.
Yeah.
And immediately if you're playing and you step outside of that, it has cameras on the outside of this VR system, and then you can see in real time as if you weren't wearing VR. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, dude, the future is now. It was wild, man.
You know, the future is here, man. We just gotta. It's gonna be crazy with what we're gonna be able to see. You know.
Yep. And while Chris from Eastwood Farms would probably harness this power for evil, I'm gonna try to harness it for barbecue good and do like a, I don't know, 360 barbecue. That'd be so cool, man. That would be wild, man.
That would be. I mean, that'd be crazy to see. So Adam says, I had 2 Pit Boss electric smokers. Was not happy with them, but would give their pellet grill a shot, but would not buy from Walmart again.
Yeah. A lot of people are having
Isn't Pit Boss direct sell to Walmart only?
No. So Pit Boss, there's 3 ways you can buy through Pit Boss. One is through their website.
Mm-hmm.
But the caveat to that is they do have some grills that are exclusive to Lowe's, and then they do have some grills that are exclusive to Walmart.
Right.
I think with the issue with that is, and especially with the Brunswick, is it's now kind of out of Pit Boss's hands. So Pit Boss could say, hey, Walmart, here you go. And then it's up to Walmart on the courier they want to use and all that stuff. And so I've seen, sadly, so many, a few photos of basically people receiving the Brunswick, and it's like, my gosh. Now, when I unpacked mine, thankfully, nothing was really wrong with it, but
right.
And it was beefy. Like I had to break all that stuff down to throw it away, and like the styrofoam in there, it wasn't like, oh, it's just melting in my hands. Like this stuff was like cinder block, and I'm like, dude, I don't. Now, I would say the only issue is the Brunswick is so heavy that, I mean, if it falls off a truck, I mean, just the weight of that Brunswick is going to basically, it can't support itself or whatever. So, but anyway,
and I'll say when I got my gym buoy, I mean, the packing that Green Mountain Grill did was just like what you said is, I mean, foam insulation blocks. I mean, I'm a big guy, and I took and I set on one of those little foam insulation blocks, and it didn't even break.
Wow.
So it's pretty well built.
Nice.
So how do you guys order the Brunswick? When I get on WM site, it just says, Walmart site.
Yeah.
It says out of stock.
Well, so the technique that I did, I think I was literally the first one. It was kind of crazy, but I literally had it on my work computer and on my phone. And like, as I'm working, like every half hour, I just switch over and refresh the page to see if basically they'd update it from out of stock to in stock. And I did that for probably a good, maybe 2 weeks. And then it was like a random Friday. I had like refreshed it and it was like, there's one in stock. And I hit buy, and I had gotten it in like November. And it was weird. Right when I hit buy, it went out of stock again. And I don't think the next in stock was like, good Lord, till like mid-December. It was crazy. So
that happened to me Christmas Eve. I was looking at a new Blackstone, and it said they had 2 of them in stock. So I placed the order, and 10 minutes later I get an email from Walmart that said that it's out of stock. I'm like, what the heck?
Dude, you'd be like, you realize it's Christmas, right?
I'm like, do you guys know who you're messing with?
That's right. Dude,
Dad, come on.
Jared, if you need me to get on the phone and be
I
like,
will.
Look,
can you call Walmart for me?
I will call them up.
Appreciate it.
Dude, and I'll have Pit Boss standing behind me, be like,
So Adam says Green Mountain Grill is one of his dream grills. Like I said, Adam, I've got 2 of them. I've got the Daniel Boone, I've got the Jim Bowie, and I love them both. But I would say do your research and see which one you like best. We got old Daddy Dutch in here.
Whoa. Kent is in here?
The man, the myth, the legend, Kent.
What? That's awesome.
So,
welcome, Kent. Welcome, man. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
You filthy animal.
I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to get your yellow.
Dirty, no good.
Yeah. So,
1, 2.
So
keep the change, you
filthy animal. So, you got any plans for tomorrow, Andrew?
Other than editing, I don't think so, man.
Nice.
I think you're just gonna keep it low. I think the kids are gonna be so occupied with the with the VR stuff, the video game. So
you better make sure that your son didn't put it back on when he went to bed and he's sleeping with it.
I don't think so. It's charging up right now. Actually, that was the funny thing is, and it's kind of thankful that it does actually have a battery that you have to recharge because they'd be on it maybe 24/7.
Yeah,
it was so funny. I remember they used it till it was dead, and like just for them to wait to get it to 100 charge again, they're like, how much longer? They were going out of their mind, man.
Kent just said that he was so naughty that he got jealous double charcoal from Santa.
Ooh, man!
I got Fogo charcoal from Santa Claus. So.
You know what? Leave a comment saying number 1 if Santa left you charcoal, because he left charcoal for me too.
I saw that.
I'm just so what's funny is I think I want to do a video next year come Christmas time and basically telling my kids to purposely be naughty so that Santa would bring more coal. I think that would be a funny funny. So.
I mean, think about it. We used to think that being bad and getting charcoal or coal was a bad thing, but look at us now.
I mean, you're literally programmed to be brought up to be like, coal's a bad thing, and you're like, no, it's actually delicious.
Yeah, like come on. So, Andrew Freeman says I got blacksmith coal.
There you go.
So, Cypress Blue. Hey, Andrew. Hey,
Laura's in the house. Bumps up front. Woo! What's up, Laura? Laura from Canada.
So,
where the moose are running free. Hey, wait, weren't we talking about moose last time when Laura hopped on? And then you made that sound like you're like that. Yes.
It was the Bruce. It was the Bruce Lee moose.
The Bruce. Well, wouldn't you call that like Moose Lee?
Moose Lee. There you go.
Dad jokes dropped in hot. Woo! Moose knuckle.
Come on, Chris. Keep it PG, bud.
Joe, that ain't gonna happen. Joe Nunn says, "Ever smoke with cherry wood?" And I have, and I will use a mixture of hickory and cherry wood when I'm doing pork ribs. Woo! So good.
I've actually got probably 15 to 20 pieces of my grandma's cherry tree that they cut down a couple years ago, and so I tell you what, it adds such a great flavor to pork. So
I agree, Andrew. Dad jokes are the best jokes, man. maybe I'll start a new channel like the Joke Sergeant. That was so bad. And it would literally be one subscriber, my wife, and she'd just be rolling her eyes like, "Oh my god."
She's like, who did I marry? Come on.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's funny. Anywho.
Castle Hive says he's going to crash.
What, he's going to crash?
He's going to go to bed.
All right, man. Hey, thank you, Brian. Thank you for everything. Actually, you know what? Hold on, Brian, before you go, I do want to thank our channel sponsor, Castle Hives. Brian, go to his channel, check him out. That dude is legitness.
If you guys want to learn about bees and honey,
dude,
check him out.
Dude, I mean, literally from day one, ever since I discovered his channel, I'm like, show me the honey.
That's right.
Heck yeah. But very cool. Hey, Brian, you take care and feel better, and I'll catch you on the flipsticles, right? Cheers, Brian.
Bobby said, are there any issues with pellets drawing moisture?
The
moisture setting in the hopper between.
Yeah. So that is so out here in Southern California, I've never dumped my hopper in between cooks, but I do know from people what they said, if they live in states where they have high humidity, that they will empty out their hopper in between cooks.
Yeah, I say if you don't at least use it once a month, I would empty it.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I've had no issues, but I mean, where my smokers are at, they're actually underneath kind of an enclosure.
Yeah.
So it's not like rain's getting on them. I've had some people be like, oh, I need to seal up my hopper. So when I smoke in the rain, I'm like, there's too much electricity going on there to, that kind of freaked me out. But
yeah, that's a little crazy.
Right on. Well, dude, hey, so Kyle says he's sitting here at work watching this. Dude, that's the best thing, man.
Getting paid to watch us.
Getting paid to watch the live show, man. That is awesome. That is very cool.
What's your favorite barbecue sauce? What is yours, Andrew?
Well, that's a good question. That is a very good question. I know, actually, Ferris, when you came over and we did that tri-tip, that sauce you brought, I think it was something like Carolina something. That sauce was legit good. I think you guys got that at Costco or something like that. Personally, I'm more of just like a dry rub person. And then if anything, I'll put, some sauce on at the end. But yeah, the main, kind of like the main importance is kind of like the dry rub that I'll put importance on. And then with the sauce, usually I'll cut it with some Dr. Pepper or some Coca-Cola. So it's kind of whatever you want. Now I know, Jared, actually you would probably know a little bit more on this. I know when it comes to like, when you think barbecue sauce, there's kind of like two styles you can go, if I'm correct. One's more like the vinegar side and one's more like you've
got your vinegar based, you've got your ketchup based, you got a mustard based, and then you also have a mayonnaise base. So if you're going to do chicken, of course you do it's called the Alabama white sauce, which is your mayonnaise base, and then your Carolinas, and like the Lexington up in that area, that's kind of more of your mustard based.
Dang.
And then Texas is more of your ketchup base, and then Georgia, kind of in that area, they're vinegar based. So for like whole hog and stuff like that.
Man, see, here's the reason, y'all. If anyone has questions like, why did you pick Jared to team up with you on the Barbecue Late Night Live? It's because Jared is literally a living, walking encyclopedia of everything barbecue. Like, kid you not, when I did that pulled pork video, I was literally, in my mind, I was just going to let the pulled pork run. And, I called up Jared and he's like, hey, what's your pulled pork at? I'm like, it's at 180 and my wife wants to eat in about 3 hours. And he's like, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take foil, you're going to wrap it. That's going to bring you up to about 205 in 2 hours. From there, probe temp it, let it rest for 1 hour, and then eat. And I'm like, it was like he was giving me plays like this was like a football game. And honestly, if I didn't do that, oh man, dude, if I had to tell my wife, hey, honey, dinner's going to be like a half hour to an hour late, I wouldn't be sitting here alive in this chair. So Jared, one, you saved my life. And then two, you were a genius. And dude, when I temp probed it, it was spot on. I was like, dude, Jared is a barbecue wizard. And so Jared thinks, he's like, I'm so lucky to be on the Grill Sergeant Live. No.
No, really, I am.
No. Jared, I am lucky that somehow between whatever you did in your life and whatever I did in our life, our paths were like, whoop, and they touched. And well, that was kind of weird. But anyway,
Yeah.
Jared's like, don't come to Texas. I'm good. But anywho, so Andrew Freeman says, any good videos on the different barbecue sauces? I don't know, but that sounds like a video that Jared needs to take on. Come on, man.
I could definitely do that. I think maybe what we could do, Andrew, is we could split it up. I'll take 2 and you could take 2, and we could rock it out.
Word. Hey, Jared Babb says, is there any specific brand of pellets you prefer and why? Yeah, it's kind of, whatever you can find locally. There's some people that will buy if they're on sale. Me personally, I kind of like to stick with the brand that is offered by the same manufacturer of your grill. So since I got a Pit Boss grill, I thought it fitting just to try out Pit Boss pellets. And since I haven't had any issues yet, I've decided basically just to stick with that. Personally, for my Pit Boss grills, I use the Pit Boss charcoal pellets mixed 50-50 with Pit Boss's competition blend pellets.
And soon you guys will see the Grill Sergeant blend.
Dude, I will guarantee one day when you walk into Walmart or Lowe's, you will see a Pit Boss bag and it will say the Grill Sergeant blend. It's going to happen. I'll say it now. I'll speak it, whatever. But I guarantee one day you will see the Grill Sergeant blend. But yeah, so here's the thing. I come from a charcoal smoking background.
Yep.
And the great thing about mixing the charcoal pellets with the wood pellets is it replicates exactly what I did on my Weber Smoky Mountain.
Exactly.
And so the flavor there is, oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. I'm telling you.
I would, me personally, I like using B&B. B&B pellets are pretty good.
I've heard so many positive things about B&B, and in LA, I cannot find them anywhere. I'm like, dude, maybe it's a Texas thing, but I need to get some B&B in my life.
B&B doesn't go that far. They're
like, we ain't serving to a liberal.
I didn't say that, you did, but anyways, Kyle Carpenter says, when you wrap that brisket with all your wife's towels, did the smell come out after watching them? I showed my wife and she flipped. Actually, Kyle, I've actually had to go out and I had to buy my own towels. So if you don't want your wife cutting your nuts off,
I think I do need to inject one here. One, it wasn't like there's the towels that's on the inside of the house that are either used for like showers and hand washing. If I touch those, oh man, I remember one time, and I think I was maybe 1 year into marriage. And I remember I washed my car, and who's the goof here? I take my wife's nice towels and I dry the car off. And dude, my wife was like, I don't know if she slapped me or if she did something where I was like, I will never touch these towels again here. So in the garage, we basically have, these are the bad towels. These are the towels that, they're towels
no longer being used.
Yeah, exactly. If you spill motor oil on the ground, use these towels, throw them away. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the towels. They are not my, they are not my wife's.
Yeah.
Chris says, what should I inject in my picnic shoulder? Jared, why don't you help Chris out? Because he needs a lot of help.
I would
not just about a barbecue, like mentally.
I would go get, I did this before I even watched Aim 'em and Claim 'em, but he, which I've done it before and it's pretty good. He takes a bottle of Italian dressing and he'll strain it to where it gets all the herbs and all that, and he'll set it aside. And then he'll mix that with apple juice, and he injects that. And I've done that, and it actually does pretty good.
So injecting the pork with apple juice
and the Italian dressing.
Ooh, interesting.
But
did you inject your brisket? Sorry, I know you just cooked a brisket. Did you inject it all?
No, I just do basic salt and pepper. So,
dang, salt and pepper.
But with Chris, especially during this time right now, man, go go get you some apple cider and take your apple cider juice and inject your pork shoulder with that apple cider, man, because you've got all them, great flavors in there: cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. Freaking either soak it in that or inject it in there. It'd be freaking awesome.
Mm.
So
Right on. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
So good, man. Yeah, I think for the briskets, it's so funny. Kevin from Comparison Cooking, he was saying that for his briskets, he injects them with beef broth, and out of habit, I've always just done it that way. They turn out pretty good.
I think it also goes back to what I've told you too, Andrew. It's a lot of it has to do with your cuts.
Yeah.
And the grade and
yeah.
Because I mean, if you go with a select or a choice, you're not going to have that intermuscular fat to where you can get to where it's going to render and keep everything moist and tender. It's going to dry up, and I'll spend a little bit more to get a prime brisket, and it shows. It really shows in the finished product.
Right on.
So.
Right on. Jacob Babb says, have you had any negative experience with the Brunswick yet? And truthfully, I actually have. Compared to the Pro Series 4, that's like literally given me no issues. And on the Brunswick, it depends on what you call, like, I guess like the biggest thing is like, what you define as issues. So when I first got the Brunswick, it made like this really weird noise, and it sounded only when the auger was spinning, it made like this really man, something doesn't you just know internally, like if you're listening to something and something sounds, like this shouldn't sound like this, kind of go with your gut instinct on that one. Anyway, I took apart the back of the unit to see, okay, the sound's coming generally from this area. And apparently Pit Boss, they put a fan on the back of their auger so that when they test it out in wherever they're made, that if they see the fan spinning, that's a good go ahead that the auger is working. But Pit Boss actually, they didn't reach out to me, but they reached out to another Pit Boss, what do they call them? The
affiliate.
The affiliate, and was basically, you can actually pop that fan off. That's literally just for the where they're made in the factory, just to make sure that the auger is working. So after I was able to address that, and there's like a few quirks with it. I know that there's a lot of positives over the Pro Series 4, but the Pro Series 4 never gave me any issues. And so today I was using it, and it has like an ash pullout tray, and so the bottom of the burn pot actually, in a sense, you can dump it by pulling out a tray, which is really cool, because before you have to take a shop vac and vacuum it out. The issue I found out today is when you pull that thing out to dump it, if you're, what do you call, the pellet soot or dust or whatever, if
the ash,
if that ash, it can actually, while you pull it out, it can kind of hold its shape and stay in the burn pot. And you think you took everything out. And so when you put it in again, now you have a layer of, of compacted ash, and then the pellets start putting on top of that. And so, yeah, basically I'm still figuring it out. I've had it now for probably about a month now, so still figuring it out. I do love the features of the Brunswick. But yeah, it has, and basically it's kind of like with every grill, whatever it is, if it's pellet, if it's, charcoal, if it's stick burner, there's a learning curve to it. And so right now I'm kind of understanding, okay, why did Pit Boss, do this specifically in this grill? And to I'd love to personally chat with the R&D department for Pit Boss. I'd love to kind of pick their brain, but it has a lot of forward-thinking features over the Pro Series 4 that I was like, oh, that is so smart. This is great. And then there are a few hang-ups per se, but so far I've run my smoker twice now in the last week doing 20-hour cooks, and it's given me no issues. So if
you knew the issues now, would you have bought your?
Oh yeah.
Would you still buy it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's the what I like most about it is just it's funny comparing it to the Pro Series 4. So you see this grill behind me, it's smaller, and then the Brunswick is bigger, and yet for rack space alone, the Pro Series 4 is actually going to have more rack space because it has 5 racks in it. The Brunswick has 4. But realistically, I mean, maybe once on the Pro Series 4, I filled up all 5 racks. But realistically, I'm using, 2 racks, 3 racks, whatever. And so the cool thing about the Brunswick is I don't have to take racks out because there's more spacing in between. So I can put a brisket in there without taking the top rack off. I can put a pork shoulder without having to take the top rack off. So I really like that. I really like that about the Brunswick, and the fact that it's weird. Jared, we were talking about this today on the Pro Series 4, the heat, the heat box is on the bottom, the smoke rises up. And so your heat, generally the bottom rack is going to be the hottest,
Right.
and the top rack is going to be the coldest. But how it's set up on the Brunswick is it actually funnels through all these side vents. And so when I did a kind of like a probe test, the top of the smoker was the highest, and at first I was like, okay, that's just weird, but whatever. But what I found out was cool is now I can put my meats, usually that I put them fat cap down because to protect from the heat source from the bottom.
Yeah.
Since the heat source on the top, I can flip that around, have the meat cook fat cap up, and the heat source is from the top. And when that fat renders out, it almost like bastes and starts coating whatever I'm smoking. And dude, win-win, because that pulled pork, again, a little bit of your guidance there, but man, that pulled pork, it was insane. I remember watching a YouTube, I think it was a Facebook video, and they did it as a joke. They went to cut the pulled pork and with a knife, and he was like, no, we don't need a knife, and he just started messing it up with his hands. And I was like, I want to do that, and I finally got to do that, and it was awesome, and it was worth it. So definitely, man.
And what I was going to say is I think a lot of the biggest mistakes new pellet cookers, people who are new to the pellet cooker game, a lot of people, they don't realize all your heat comes up from the bottom. And some of the biggest things that I've heard from people say is, my meat's always getting overcooked. It's over drying out.
Yeah.
It's the main thing is what you want to do. You got to remember, you want to put that fat cap down, because that fat cap is going to add as a layer of insulation. And so that's one of the biggest, that's my tip for people who are new is figure out where your heat source comes from. And if you can use your fat cap to protect your meat, by all means, go that route.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know if you've seen Jugnut's comment. He's getting soured on his Pit Boss. I bought at a pit stop the portable pellet grill. Came with a bad board and spun the auger constantly, and almost had a major fire on the burn pot. I mean,
okay, I see what you're saying. So the auger basically wouldn't actually just shut off. Yeah, that sucks. But I know that if you do call, if you hit up the Pit Boss, they will send you out a new controller. And that's the thing, when I, bought the Pro Series 4, it's given me no issues. But remember, who was it? Rick's Barbecue Specialties. He got the exact same grill, and dude, it fought him tooth and nail. And he had I think he ended up returning it to Lowe's where he bought it from. And yeah, I tried helping him out a little bit. I'm like, oh, try the smoker thing, try this, try the cap, raising it up all the way. And, his smoker fought, so, I can only speak from experience. And so like with this Pro Series 4, it's giving me no issues. But then if the Brunswick, if it starts acting up on me, I'm more than happy to say, hey, you know what, this is an issue I'm having with the Brunswick, and this is what I'm working through, and this is how I'm. But here's the thing: if I ever have an issue with a smoker, I'm the type of person like I'll bring out a tool set and I'll start disassembling it, and just to be like, well, why is this happening? Like, if there's a noise happening, let's start seeing if we can start taking stuff apart to see what's going on. And I do realize a lot of people are like, no, I'm not going to, go, I'm not going to take out a tool set and open up my smoker. And I get that, but yeah. Yep. So anyway, so Jared, anything you doing tomorrow? Can't hear you. Is that just me or no? I don't know. Some reason. Uh-oh. Is Jared freezing up? Jared freezing up. Jared freezing up. Oh, wait a minute. Andrew? Oh, is it? Oh, I can hear you now. What happened?
Okay. I think my Rode mic is dying, and I've had the dang thing charged, that happened, man. Brother. Give me 1 second, I'll plug it in.
All right. Here's the thing: you can use your. I do love the crisp audio that's coming out of your mouth. It's up to you. You can plug it in, or we can call this live stream. We're coming up on an hour now, so I don't want to rob too much of your time on Christmas evening, of course. So. Anywho. Can you hear me? Are you still there, Jared?
Hello. Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, we're charging, baby.
So wait. Actually, here's a question. I've never done this before. Is it actually charging while it's in your pocket?
Yeah, it is.
And oh, dude, that's cool. Look at you, Jared, man. I would have never thought to try that. I'd be like, you know what?
Tech tip of the week.
I thought you were gonna start like doing sign language. You're like, smoke to 250, call it.
Nope. Tech tip of the week by Frack Daddy Barbecue.
Right on. Right
plug
on.
in your Rode mic and still talk.
Right on. Very cool. Oh, all right, man. We are coming up on the hour, so I think I'm going to start wrapping it up. Thank you guys for stopping on by. That was really, really cool. Actually, you know what? I think before you go, we do actually have something to send you guys off with, which is pretty cool. But other than that, Jared, is there anything you want to say to this awesome group of people that we still have here?
Man, guys, stay tuned because we're going to be doing these barbecue late night shows. I'm not sure if we're going to do it once a month, maybe twice a month, but we'll figure out.
Bump those numbers up, Jared. We're going to be doing it like all the time.
But guys, if you guys have any suggestions on topics or kind of
do you want to let them know as like a sneak peek who our first guest is going to be on our next show?
It's
up to you, Jared. It's up to you.
Yeah, you know what, guys? It's actually going to be my meat sponsor, Cowboy Wagyu, is going to be one of our first guests that we're going to have on.
Wagyu, man, that's awesome, dude.
It just rolls off your tongue, Wagyu.
Like if you're going to have any Wagyu, I want it from a cowboy. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Like, what do you want? Like, hi, I'm vegan Wagyu. How can I help you? It's like get the heck out of here.
Oh.
But anyway, all right. Hey, Grill Sergeant, Frack Daddy Barbecue. Thank you for checking out the live stream. That was awesome. Yes. Merry Christmas to y'all, and I will see you guys in 2021. All right, guys. Good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say good night. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.